Hey there, so it's another no makeup video. It's another one in my emotionally broken series, and it's a very mixed bag, mostly good, but I thought you don't need me to have makeup on in these videos. I'm not talking about the makeup, and there's no need for you to see me with makeup. You know what I look like with makeup on, but you know what I look like without it. You know what I look like with my hair down. Or up in this case. You know, there's no need. So, and plus I'm feeling a bit emotional. But what a surprise, Catherine emotional. Anyway, today's video is about my diagnosis, my new diagnosis. On Tuesday, I'm filming this on the 29th of July, which is Friday, and also my wedding anniversary, hence why I know what the date is. I had an assessment at Eating Disorder Services, specifically for BED, binge eating disorder. It's been a long time coming. When I had my CBT to help with my anxiety, depression and agoraphobia, as that improved, my problem with food became more and more apparent, and even though it was already very apparent to begin with, I mean, hello, but it became very apparent, and we realised just quite what my problem was, much bigger than we ever thought with food. I've always said for a very long time that I had an eating disorder, but I was never diagnosed. My doctor then said that she felt I had an eating disorder as well, and that I probably fitted under BED, binge eating disorder. However, up until now it was never official. The assessment was on Tuesday, as I said, and it went well. It was really tough. I struggled massively. I'm going through a little bit of a blip at the minute. I'm struggling to get out. But to be honest, that feels like nothing right now. I don't care. I just don't care. This is big, really big, and you're too close. There we go. I have struggled with food issues my entire life. I have yo-yo dieted, I have lost a lot of weight and then gained a lot of weight, and I'm at my heaviest I've ever been, and I don't want to be. I am way too big. I know I am big. I am giant, and I don't want to be. And yet, I can't help it. Even now. Now, I'm sat talking to you. And all I'm thinking about is food. I'm not even hungry. I'm thinking, well, dinner's not that far off. Should I have some chocolate? I mean, this isn't what I want my life to be. Food is not something I have any control with, and it's just, I don't want that anymore. As I said, the assessment was really tough. About 2 hours, my mum was with me, and we went through everything. My entire mental health history, and then everything food related. Then she phoned up today, about an hour ago, and I have binge eating disorder. It's official, it's diagnosed. I have BED, and I don't think someone's ever been so pleased and relieved to have a diagnosis. I have for years called it comfort eating, and I've called it a million one other things. I've been called fat. I call myself fat, and of course I am. There's more to it than that. I'm not just lazy. And I've always known that, but I have this official word now. And I've never felt so relieved in all my life to hear that. There's also a very likely diagnosis of food phobia or a food avoidance disorder. I am very, very fussy with the food I eat. Have been my whole life. I'm basically a vegetarian. I don't eat fruit and I don't eat veg. The vegetarian is not being fussy, that was a ethical choice, but the fruit and veg is the fussy and more of an avoidance, which they don't deal with. The eating disorder services I'm under, I'm going to have to talk to the doctor and get my ball rolling on that one to try and solve that, because I don't want to be a mum telling my children to eat their vegetables and I can't eat them. I don't want to be that mum. I don't know, it's a long time way away, but I don't want to be the hypocritical mum. The diagnosis means that I had two choices on treatment. I could have group sessions or I could have one-to-one. The group sessions are the recommended sessions, however they are an hour and a half away from me, and I may have improved greatly with my agoraphobia and my anxiety, etc. I'm still nowhere near good enough to be able to drive an hour and a half away every week, and that would also take an awful lot of time out from my mum as well, which is not something we can do. So I am now on the waiting list to have one-to-one therapy in one of my local towns. It's about 20 minutes away. We don't know how long it's going to take. The waiting list, she said it changes every day. She can't give me a time frame, which is fine and understandable. I am generally just really pleased. I'm pleased, and that's because I have an answer. I can say, you know, I've thought for a very long time that I had an eating disorder, and I've had a number of people laugh at me for that. And then my doctor said I had an eating disorder, but she never gave it a name. And so I would normally say something along the lines of, I have an eating disorder, I fit mostly under the bracket of BED. I have BED. And I'm going to get help and I'm going to fight it. My anxiety and my other mental illnesses are very much my main issue, but they're very interlinked with this. When I lost weight, I was 17 years old. Between the ages of 17 to 19, I lost 11 stone. I was very restrictive of what I ate. I didn't eat enough, and I'll put my hands up and say that. The diet that I did was not one I would recommend. I ate very small amounts of food, and that was why I lost weight so fast. And I lost like 3 stone in 2 months. No one should lose weight that fast. But that was when life was good for me and it was going well. And as soon as life started to fall apart for me, so did my weight. In the beginning of 2012, I was a size 18. The smallest I'd gotten was a 16. I'd put on a little bit of weight over Christmas. But I could have dealt with that, you know. At most probably a stone I'd put on in about 6 weeks. By my 20th. Sorry, you're falling. You're currently on a selfie stick because I broke my tripod. So you're on a very makeshift right now. Hold on. Are you still? Are you not going to follow me again? Yes, by the summer of my 20th birthday, I was averaging about a size 24 to 26. I put on a good 6 stone or so in 8 months. And I can do that so easily. I can put on weight at the snap of the fingers. I don't want to. And I know I have some medical really, what's going on? I know I have some medical issues. I have PCOS, which is notorious for weight related issues. I'm not blaming that though, it's another thing in my very long list of things. I thought I was going to be way more emotional than I am. I'm just relieved. I'm so relieved. I have an answer, and I can see my recovery now more than I could, because there's only so much I can recover being the weight that I am. There's some things I can't do at this size. There's a lot of things I can't do, but this is getting me on the path to be, I was going to say normal, and I don't think that's the right word. For starters, I don't even think normal exists. Or if it does exist, it's very boring. To feel more like me, and to be honest, I don't even know if I've ever been me. What's going on? This is raw, isn't it? Wow. I don't know if I've ever been me, truly. I don't even know if I know who me is. But this diagnosis, it speeds me up along the path of being me and doing what I want in life. When my CBT therapist said agoraphobia, I was extremely pleased to finally hear that. Someone confirm it. And that's the same thing with this, and it was the same thing when I was a child. At the age of 12, I was diagnosed with school phobia, and I need to do videos about that. And I remember it being such a relief that we had an answer for this, answer for what was going on with me. It's not just that I like food, or that I comfort eat, or anything. It's I have a mental illness, another one to my list. I don't think anyone's been so pleased. I'm gonna film makeup tutorial now. So yeah, I'm gonna go. A raw, honest talk, but not such a sad one this time. I feel like I've got to fight. I feel like I've got to fight back. I can fight again. Because I know what I'm fighting against. I hope this video was informative. And until next time, just believe. Bye.